Yo, 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 what's up? This is Jeremy from Judge Innovation Grudge in the Peach Capital of the state, baby. Ooh, it's been a long day. I'll show you the C10 in another video, but I'm going to give you a little update on the 86. Like I said, he's got a bunch of stuff supposed to be showing up today. Like some shock brackets for the shocks in the back, some little odd end things, some bushings for the panhard bar, some odd end little things there. The 18 gauge sheet metal is supposed to, I thought it ain't here today, so it might be here tomorrow on the truck, so I have to get that. But I do want to show you this part. Don't freak out or whatever. It's like, oh, that don't fit. I just got it stuck up there best I could, and I got it clamped. But got the inners made, and once I tack the front a couple places, then I can put like a cheater stick or a little pry bar, a little wedge, and put it in the back and put pressure on it to rock it. But I'm just gonna get right to it, and I'm gonna show it to you. So there's the inners, the inner pieces for the inner tubs. Like I said, it's not all the way up because I have to rock it up. Same thing on that side there, but you kind of get the idea, the logistics of it. And plus the hump is pushed down just a little bit, so it needs to be flexed because it's got pressure on it, you know, pushing in, so it got to pick up on it. But it ain't no big deal. But like I said, there's the inners, and once I get it adjusted and get it up through there and then tack it, and you're like, man, that don't look like it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. It'll fit. You'll never know it. Same thing on this side. You know, so just gotta, cause see, this is hanging down past this. There's a 1-inch lip added to this, or 1.25 inches, and it's hanging down probably 3/8 of an inch or better, which is that right there. So once I pick up on it, like I say, I'm gonna get the front and get it tacked, and probably what I'll do is either take a little pry bar and stick underneath it and put pressure on it, or I'll take the floor jack, put it on the floor, and then take and put a rod on the bottom of this and tack it to that, and then put pressure on the, or like a little fork, and then jack up on the jack, which will put pressure on this. Therefore, I can tighten up that gap right there. Same thing on that side. But once where I get it where it's at, before I do all that, I'm gonna go ahead and put my plug welds all the way down, like right here. So once I get it to where it needs to get, then I can tack it, and then go from there. So that's just a little update on that, and we'll go from there. Not a lot today on this. Just gonna give you a little short update on this. Like I said, got a plan for the gas tank. The K5 tank did not work because she hung down too low, and once it was aired all the way out, and the bed, the tailgate, not the tailgate, the bumpers on the floor, it actually set on the gas tank. So this is what we done. We measured from here to here, this space right here, right? That's going to be a dead void, right? So that's just going to be a spot, either that side or that side. If we done it on the front side, if we put the tank and made some tabs connected to this and hung the tank, you know, a different tank, a rectangular tank, and hung it from this and put it on some isolators and run it that way, could put the filler neck, could put the gas cap right here. But I mean, this is far, I mean, truck can go down about another, whatever, an inch or so. So it'll never hit the dry shaft. So probably put a tank, I don't know, it's either there or here. So if put it here, same thing, make some tabs, hang it. Probably put it here because you'll be able to get it out here because you got all that stuff in the way. So probably going to put it back here. So when you loosen the tabs, you can drop the tank. You can move the tank this way, drop it down, and then fish it out. So it measures 33 inches from that frame rail to that frame rail, and then there's 14 inches this way, and then you got 12 inches that way. So if we either buy a tank or build a tank to fit that hole, we'll have at least, if you do length times width times height, and then divide that by 231, that will give you the gallons. So we'll probably put it right there, and then run the filler neck up to here, and then take the fuel pump out of this one because it's new, and retrofit it into that with the sending unit and all, and the gauge, and just recycle everything out of that tank because it's all new. And then might even try to recycle this part here, not this, because we're going to use that motorcycle cap, but because it's vented, or that boat cap, it's vented, so won't use this part. Probably recycle this and then reuse this. Like I say, won't know until we figure out that part. But once the bushing gets here for the cross member or for the panhard bar, get it at right height, get everything level, set the panhard bar at level. Make sure everybody knows there's hundreds of videos on a panhard bar. And then going to run stock length shocks on the back, and then run 3-inch drop shocks on the front. So that's a little update on this. Also, I know everybody sees it on the news about the western part of North Carolina, but I'm just going to tell you right now, not everything is on the news, okay? Not everything's on the news. The North Carolina mountains are hurting. I mean, there's people that still ain't even, I mean, they announced today that the Blue Ridge Parkway is shut down until further notice. And you have to have a missionary number to get past. They got a checkpoint, but there's people on the backside like Black Mountain and all that people that I know are using mules and not side by sides, but mules, like animals, and backpacking stuff up in there. Talked to a guy yesterday, and he said that his grandfather, his great-great-grandfather started up there in the mountains. And he says he remembers his father's father talking about how it looked when they started. And, you know, pictures, once they got pictures, you know, you could take pictures. Basically, like I said the other day, the North Carolina mountains got washed back to the 1800s. I mean, so everybody that's helping, keep doing what you can do. Whatever you can do, help. And remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while it's sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, some chicken grace. I'm out.